Hi guys. So this week we kind of learned about personality and not kind of, we did. So I chose to take the personality test and just kind of analyze like what my results were and if I agreed with them and stuff like that. And so the first test that I took was the color test, and when you took this test, you were asked about like how you would describe yourself as a child. You would be given a list that had like 4 words, and then you would just pick the one that like you would identify with most as when you were a child. Um, and that the and then it like had like put in like statements, not statements. It said like, if my friend was like feeling sad, I would, and then it had like 3 different answers of like things that you would do. And you would pick the ones that like sounded most like you. And then at the very end, it would tell you your like core color. And so I got yellow as my color, and it says that I am motivated by fun and I love socializing and adventure. And it also says that I need to be adored and praised. And it also says that I'm very positive. And so I agree with that, mostly because I've always had kind of a happy nature and I tend to be positive and social with everyone. So I agreed with that, and the test didn't take very long, and it was pretty simple and straightforward and easy to answer. With like Cattell's 16 PF questionnaire, you like read statements and then you like answer if you strongly disagree, like neither, agree, or strongly agree with like the statements. And it like will say statements like, I like to read, and then you answer. Just like they were pretty easy, just like that. There's some that were a little bit more difficult, but they were pretty straightforward. And so my results with this questionnaire showed that I'm very rule conscious, which is very true because I get really scared to get in trouble. And so like even if it's like something that's not a big deal and like everyone does, like something that's like super little, I'll be like freaked out if I'm going to get like caught or get in trouble or anything. And so I'm a rule follower. And it also showed that I was very trusting towards others, which is true. And then most of the answers were like in like the middle because they like grade them on like a 0 to a 4, and most of mine were around like 2, except for like the rule following one and the trusting one were more not close to the middle. And so then the next test that I took, wait, sorry. Okay. So then the next test that I took was the Myers-Briggs test. And they also just like gave you a statement and then you like answered if you agreed with it or not, basically, for yourself. These questions were a lot harder and I didn't really understand how to answer a lot of them. So I feel like my results weren't super accurate because I was just kind of confused what most of them were asking. But my results showed that I use my senses over intuition. Which like I don't super agree with that because I feel like in like different situations like I'll act like more impulsively than like other ones, and like I'll just go by what like I feel is right rather than like what I know I should do. I don't really know what that means, but it also said that I was an extrovert, which I feel like is true, but like I always call myself like an extroverted introvert because I like to talk and socialize, but like if I don't know the person and I'm talking to them, like it's really scary for me and like I really have to like push myself to talk to them. Then the next one was called the Keirsey temperament score, and these results gave me it gave me the results of a guardian, and it means that I'm focused on like credentials and traditions and like I like constants. And it also said I was dependable, hardworking, and helpful. And it also said that I trust authority, like the other one did, like being a rule follower. And so I thought that one was pretty straightforward, and I feel like it was pretty correct. And then the last one was the Big Five personality test, and it had statements that you would answer like if you agreed with them or not, like the other ones. And it scored you on like 5 things, obviously. Open-mindedness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and negative emotionality. And on the open-minded one, I scored like pretty low, like the 9th percentile, because I don't really see myself as like super creative or complex. Like if someone tells me exactly what to do, like I can do a painting, I can play on the piano, like sure. But if like someone says like, okay, go create your own thing, it doesn't really turn out very well. And then on the conscientiousness, I scored in the 62nd percentile, which means that I'm reliable, well-organized, self-disciplined. And I agree with that because I'm very reliable and I push myself to do my best. I do it like for me. And then on extroversion, I scored in the 88th percentile, which means I'm extremely outgoing, social, and energetic. And I agree with all of those. And then on the agreeableness, I scored on a 46th percentile, which shows that I'm neither super forgivable or like super irritable. So I feel like that's right. And then on the negative emotionality part, I scored in the 19th percentile, which shows that I remain calm even in tense situations. And I don't super agree with that last one because I think I'm kind of dramatic, but I don't know. And then I think like knowing what kind of personality you have could be helpful because then you can like see where you fall short so you can get better, and you can see like what kind of situations like you work best in. And then, but I also think that it can, taking a personality test can make you like narrow-minded and think that you only fit into this one thing and you're only good at these certain things, and which isn't true. And because we're not all just one thing, and so I think like we need to understand that like we're not just one personality. Like we're all unique and we all have like different parts of like a lot of different personalities, personality types. And my question is like, what kind of personality test sounded the most interesting to you? I like the color personality test the best because I feel like it showed who I was the best. And it was like the easiest to understand. And so, yeah, thanks for watching.